Hey guys, welcome back to another mom chat. Since everybody is either headed back to school or already there, I wanted to talk about something that I think we sometimes underestimate. Going back to school is a big transition for kids, and I don't just mean getting used to waking up early again. Think about everything that their brains and bodies have to do, right? So for weeks, maybe months, their days have probably been a lot more flexible. Bedtimes may have shifted. Mornings may have been a little slower. They may have had more control over when they move around throughout the day, when they eat, when they rest, and just what their day looks like overall, right? And then school starts. So now we're asking them to wake up again earlier and on someone else's schedule, right? To get dressed, to eat, to remember everything they need, get out of the door on time, transition into a busy environment, sit and listen. Filter out all of the background noises going around and happening in the school environment. We're asking them to follow multi-step directions, navigate friendships, keep track of their belongings, move from one activity to another all day long. We're asking them to manage disappointments, ask for help, hold it together when something doesn't necessarily go their way, and then they come home and we wonder why they are exhausted. That's a lot when you think about it. It's really a lot. And then so as an OT, I want parents to look beyond that, right? I want you to look at, is my child ready? Not only look at like, are they ready academically? And yes, academics are important, but we also want to look at, can they manage the routine? Can they communicate when they need help? Can they open the things in their backpacks and lunch boxes? Can they keep track of their belongings? Can they tolerate all of the sensory demands going on around them in school? Can they transition from a preferred activity to something that they don't necessarily want to do? What happens when they're frustrated? What happens when the classroom gets a little too loud and busy? What happens when something doesn't necessarily go according to the plan, right? Those everyday skills matter too. And here's something else I want parents to know. The first few weeks back may show you things you didn't see over the summer. Maybe your child starts coming home completely exhausted, just wiped out. Maybe they're more emotional. Maybe mornings suddenly just become totally difficult. Maybe they're holding it all together at school and just falling apart at home. Maybe the teacher tells you that they're struggling with something that you didn't realize was difficult for them. So don't panic, but I do want you to pay attention. Be an investigator, because that's information. Instead of asking, how was school? Start just getting curious about your child's functioning throughout their day. What's easy? What's taking a lot of effort? What are they getting stuck on? What are they doing independently? What are they constantly needing adult help with, or an adult to step in with? If you notice any patterns, then that's where you start thinking about support, right? Not because something is wrong with your child, but because the goal is not for them to spend their entire school day just trying to survive the demands of that environment, right? We want them to participate, actively listen, learn. We want them to be more independent, and we want them to have enough left in the tank when they come home that they can still be themselves. So as you're buying pencils, backpacks, uniforms, shoes, and everything else, also pay attention to the child who is going back to school, their sensory needs, their regulation, their executive functioning, their independence, their routines. Those are part of school readiness as well. Big part of school readiness. And over the next few weeks, I'm going to be talking more about what some of these struggles can actually look like and what you can do to support them. And if your child is already in school, have already started, I want to know what are some things that you're noticing. Let me know. Drop it in the comments. And if you need a place where you can actually talk through some of those things and other parents, with other parents alike, come join us inside the BIV Mom Chat Collective. I'll put the information below. And until next Mom Chat, be well.